Oh, this is a fucking disaster.
Don't hear a echo yet. Okay, now.
Yeah. All right. Hold on.
Biscuits.
But can I hear you now? I wonder.
I hope so.
Just a tiny whisper.
Just a my voice? A whisper? No.
I think it's
No.
my goofy headphone setup more than you, my friend.
It's so good. It's so good. And oh, Black Spiders, welcome. I love that. I just the one thing I genuinely love about multi-stream is that we do get different viewers, you know, and I feel like that was a highlight for tonight, where I have people messaging like, "Who are these people? I love this."
Oh, I didn't know even. I don't even know how to do multi-stream. We could multi-stream to my channel too in the future if I put some planning into this.
Yes,
I've just chucked it on Aussieverse now.
Yeah,
people are going to be like, "What in the hell is going on?"
For real, for real. I really do look like something out of House of a Thousand Corpses.
Rob Zombie could hire you.
He could, and he's like, it's like, who am I playing? It's like, you're the gay ghoul. You're the gay ghoul.
You have the theater background. I mean, you meet the qualifications.
It's true. It's true.
Oh well, that wing turned out good.
Yeah, it did.
That is. Yes.
The other one is on the struggle bus.
You can get there. We believe in you. Oh, Bobby De La Ghetto's here too.
Bobby De La Ghetto, what a name.
So I want to tell you a really funny story about an argument I had with a high school buddy at my 10-year high school reunion, right?
Oh, yes.
And we were talking about like masculinity, and I said I'm extremely secure in my masculinity because I know exactly who I am. Good night, Matt. I'll see you going to bed. We'll have a good time. Thank you. Oh my God, James Abel, this stream is almost like if Lady Death showed up and Death becomes her. Bobby De La Ghetto and happy No King's Day, y'all. Right on, man. So we're getting into it in like masculinity. I'm like, I'm extremely secure in my masculinity. I'm more secure in my masculinity than most men here. And he goes, no, how could you say that? You know, you're gay. And I was like, yeah, because I can be gay and I can be totally cool with it. And I can do all the gay things. And at no point do I feel like any less of a man, you know?
I can do all the gay things.
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying not to be too gross tonight, you know, in honor of Lady Death.
I'm like, why am I getting all this brown on my face? Oh, because this is the brush that I use to contour my nose. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, that was very much coming to the realization of what being non-binary meant, and that like that was something I could have if I wanted it. And that like I can do masculine things and be very masculine, and I could do feminine things and be very feminine, and it just doesn't matter because that is, you know, who I am. It doesn't change my biology; it just changes my gender presentation. Mm-hmm. And once I kind of like fully put that together, my whole life changed, even though nothing was really different. Right,
but how you feel when you come to your own realization, when you find, as they say, when you find your own truth, that's what matters. You know, when you look at yourself and like, okay, I know who the F I am, right? It's great. It's you know, it's a weight off of you. It really is.
Okay, these little baby wings are the best ones I've done in my entire life, so we're just gonna stick with it. I think they're up and out, and I underline them with some white, so there's contrast. So I really think they're actually lifting my eyes a little bit.
I believe it is working for you.
Now we're gonna go. Oh Jesus! I still just look like I'm Perot the clown though, so I don't know what's. Lady Prime, what are we? I mean, we've got the white. We contoured the nose. I have big lips. Yet I'm still not you. So what else could we be adding here?
Mascara. We don't. I know you don't. I know you don't want to commit to a lash, but you know, mascara will
it's gonna get all over. I'm afraid it's just gonna get all over all this beautiful white. But here we go.
We believe in you. We believe in you.
So, okay. Here's another. So, Lady Prime, had you been reading comics all along, like from the 90s, all when you were into wrestling and, you know, the early 2000s all the way to present? Or was there a point where you kind of like were like, oh, comics, I need to get back to that?
So for me, it's always been wrestling. Wrestling was my outlet, my getaway, my, you know, yes, where I could be a kid and, you know, use my imagination. In the household, we weren't allowed to use our imagination. We weren't allowed to get dirty and do all that stuff. So 2 hours I got to watch wrestling and my imagination just ran wild. So it started once wrestling came into play, everything else, like, you know, with wrestling fans, they're all comic book fans. They all love to do cosplay. You know, I was big into music, been big into bands. And of course, you know, it's all the worlds colliding together when it comes to being a wrestler. You have the theme music, you have the attire, you have the makeup, you have, you know, there's the acting part, you know, you have your being athletic also. So it's just a little, you know, these characters, and then you're adding more to it, layers, you know what I mean? Like for me, there's this one wrestler, his name's Chris Jericho. He is like the Madonna of wrestling. In regards to like, he's always changing his character and adds more to it. There's, you know, he's like an onion. You just keep peeling it back, and there's all these.
Made the list.
What's that?
You just made the list.
Yes. So, you know. So I kind of, you once you fall into wrestling, you meet all sorts of people. And then like my husband's a big comic book, you know, he loves comic books. So just hearing him listen to me telling about stories, and he's a good storyteller. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'll read. Let me read that. Let me, you know, get into it. And so some of it, he is influenced me, but some of it I just kind of like go and find my own, like, you know, Tank Girl I found on my own. I read Old Man Logan. I love that. I can't wait till my son's a little bit older to read it. So I don't have to explain the whole Hulk and, you know, the incestual part of it.
Yeah.
But yes.
So I do want to share, Dante actually is a wrestler.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So, you know, I was going to say, Lady Prime knew before I even knew. And then follow up, James's question is, Lady Prime, how do you feel about Rhea Ripley makeup?
So I love her makeup, but I even liked her when she didn't even have to wear that much makeup. She's naturally beautiful, but you know, it gives more to the character and makes her like just like.
She actually doesn't like makeup.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing is she actually doesn't like to wear makeup, but here she is like full on dark eyeshadow, dark lip, and yeah.
But I feel like that's just about like she knows that she's committing to her character.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's the transition for a lot of people. You know, like look at RuPaul. I don't do drag every freaking day. Like I do drag to get paid. You know, like. Josh says my pal did the inks for Old Man Logan. That double page Hulk spread killed him. And James Abel for Lady Prime. You should look into reading Do a Powerbomb. Have you?
So
you would love that.
I think I have 3 issues. I haven't gotten the full run. Trev, I want to believe that Trev, the shipping guru, was the one that told me about it, and I happened to stumble across them at one of the bookstores here in Texas. So I was able to find 3 issues.
That's good. Listen, I have read it. I have cried. I have shared the story. More people have cried. DJ Lynx sent me a copy for me to read because he was so emotionally touched by it. And like, I just keep passing it on. Follow up from Claudia Estrada in Australia. She might be engaged to someone named OmniBeau. It's the style, not necessarily being beautiful or not. And she clarified later that she needed the right makeup artist. There you go.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna run off stage to get one other thing to try to turn this into something, because then I gotta go make dinner. I have like a nice silvery blush that I feel like maybe will give it some dimension.
Have any of you read Girls with Slingshots?
No.
No. In fact, there's a few wrestling ones that I just haven't been able to afford getting the trades, like that Powerbomb one. There's been about 2 or 3 in the last year that have come out. I just haven't been able to get.
Yeah, I highly recommend Do a Powerbomb. And then not wrestling related, but Daniel Warren Johnson related, Murder Falcon.
Murder Falcon is incredible.
Oh, yes, Chris agrees. Yes.
Well, and that's kind of like, that gets me in my musician heart.
Josh says, Bo, Girls with Slingshots is a webcomic. Okay, so we can all look into it. All right.
Okay.
You wouldn't trust anything Josh says, though.
Well, I found it, so he's right about this.
No, he's a bit dodgy, that guy.
Where's my other palette?
Josh says, Cliff, you would love it. I think based on what I found in 2 clicks, I think I would love it. Yeah.
Okay, now we're talking.
Oh, yeah. The brush and the color are doing the work.
Come on, get on there.
This is the silver you wanted to apply, right?
Yes, this is a Trixie Cosmetics palette. It is back to the fuchsia.
Oh.
And she doesn't do them as much anymore, but she did these trio of blush palettes that had like a darker blush for the pocket of the cheek, a lighter one, and then like a highlighty color. But sometimes I find the highlighty colors actually make sense as a little bit of a blush, especially if you've got a lighter look on, like this one. So I'm going to try to get to what Lady Prime is doing without adding more black by just using this like silvery highlighter.
Yes,
brush.
I see it. Yes.
Yeah.
I just bought Claudia the Dexter palette, which is really cool because it comes in like, I don't know if you've seen Dexter, the TV show. But
It comes from a blood red package.
No, it's the blood slide thing, and you open it up.
The problem is my face is just so wet because I didn't set it again. So wet. That's it. You remember the first thing I asked when I got on stream is, girl, how do you set all that white?
I loaded it with powder.
Okay, things are happening. Things are happening.
So
And then I just
the first thing you do, just powder.
So I moisturize the crap out of my face because that's going to help blend everything, when you're working with everything. Then I put primer on my face so that it would grip onto it. And then the white was hard to get on there. So once I was able to get it to an even enough, then I would set it with powder. And just powdered. And then everything else, I just used shadow. Because in my everyday makeup, I use cream. Because now I'm getting older. I will be a year older next week. At the end of this month. I use cream because it just helps, it's a little nicer. It's a little softer on the face. It doesn't go into the lines. And I like to pretend like I'm full of Botox and I just don't move my face. I go living the Victoria Beckham way. I'm smiling on the inside.
Okay.
Right?
We're turning into something in the final seconds here.
Oh, I like that. It just made it her eyes.
Yeah, Krisis needs a wig.
I know, I don't have any white wigs, unfortunately. But we do have my actual hair, so we'll unleash that at the end.
Whose birthday is it?
It's
I have
Vaugh's
a birthday coming at the end of the month.
Oh, happy birthday. Sorry, I missed that.
No, you're fine.
Okay,
Oh,
this is turning into a face now. I'm sorry, I'm just ecstatic that it's
happening.
starting to look like a face. I don't have as much dimension as you though. We need more dimension. Where else are you contoured to like create that? Did you you contoured your forehead a little bit?
Yes, I did my forehead.
Oh, Chris is in it now. Chris is feeling it. Like, okay, we're contouring the forehead. All right. Like,
I feel like I need a shovel to get this stuff out and the amount that I need to get on my skin.
No, when I first did my makeup, when I did the white, I was like, I hate it. And I was like, be patient. It's going to take time. You have to add the layers on it. I'm not a patient person, but
yeah, that's what I like didn't understand when I started watching so much drag makeup how-to stuff. Was like, I'd be like, girl, you're going over that for the 5th time. That surely that's not required. But like now that I'm doing it more, I realize it kind of is required because it's those layers that make the dimension in the makeup. Mm-hmm. You can't skip out on it.
And, you know, I don't know if you've ever, occasionally you'll see one of them do a behind the scenes or something on their private YouTube channel where you'll watch the whole process and you're like, damn. And it's like 45 minutes later.
Yes. You're like, I went over that. Yes, that's how it feels. I kept doing it over when I was doing the contour on my cheeks. I was like, oh, I don't like how it looks, but it was trust the process, I guess.
Now, do you do any red at all to make it look a little lively at the end, like on the apple of your cheek? I feel like I see a little bit of color. Like
so
there.
I think whatever I had on my blush brush, there was probably like a hint of pink from my Elvira makeup that I did a few days ago that was stuck on there. So that kind of did happen. And then I did put a little bit of red underneath my eye, just a little bit.
I love how
I feel like she does have a little bit of like a little bit of color.
Like yeah.
All right. And then you have some highlighter on your nose too.
Yes, I did do that.
See, it's like I'm somebody who can understand the language when I hear it, but I can't speak the language. I could look at your face and be like, I see what you did, girl.
I told Claudia to put some on me, but she doesn't have the white, she said.
Well, that's a letdown. We got to plan this. We got to plan better for the future. You know, 24 time zones, one character, a giant makeup.
Oh my God, imagine if we all did like Elvira or Vampirella, how fun that would be.
Yes.
Well, it's approaching human. That's what I can say.
Sure.
I think we're going to take the hair down and see what that does for it. And then we're just going to put some finishing touches. And then
sometimes once you put the hair on, because I almost forgot my lashes. Once I put the wig on, I was like, something's missing.
I mean, I could get out the lash glue, but that could end disastrously. And there's no running water in here. So I don't know if that's a good idea.
Oh, there we go. Oh.
Yeah, my white streak is going to help with this, I think. See, we got there in the end.
Yes.
Yeah. I love this. I feel like this is like a Lauren Bacall Lady Death hybrid that we've come to. Right? Yeah, it works. It works.
Yes.
And I'm very happy with how the lip turned out because it was a struggle for a hot minute.
Mine or yours?
Yours. I was watching you struggle and I was like mine, I don't care, right? But yours, I was like, oh my God. I'm believing you. It's going to get there.
Now you're making me want to mess with it more because it got a little bit of white on it.
Krisis, you look close to the French court.
It's a little better.
Cliff looks vitamin deficient right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, look at all
He has the twilight glow. He has the twilight glow.
I do. And, you know, like it took forever for me to stop sweating and for this makeup to stay in place. Dante says crazy good. Awesome.
When you know you're posing, is you see the vision. You're like, okay, right? it's going to get.
I'm like, it's all happening now. It's just so
Once
wild.
You start doing you start posing, and you're like, okay.
It's just so wild how I own truly too much makeup to be a YouTuber who puts on makeup like once or twice a week, and none of my colors like work with this. This was really like I had to hunt through everything to find these. I couldn't tell you the last time I used this palette, but like it's the only thing I could find that would like give me that kind of like deathly glow. So yeah, it's just crazy how different this palette is to normal human being makeup.
Yes. Because this is going to help out working with the white paint, because for work, we're going to dress up as Alice in Wonderland characters. And my boss is going to be the Mad Hatter. So I get the pleasure of doing his makeup.
Last year, I share that, Beau?
Yeah, she wanted me to share it with you. And yeah, chuck it up. Forest Witch.
This is Claudia's Forest Witch look.
Ooh, that is lovely.
It is. It is.
Actually, she did a symbiote as well once that I loved.
See, she's got talent. She knows it.
Oh, does she ever?
I love when Claudia passes a message through Beau that my lips look good on a stream. That's like,
yes. She does do that.
Take care, Byron.
Nap.
This might be the least that I've ever seen the comments on a stream because I'm so blind without my glasses on and I'm so focused in trying to make this work. Usually I'm like, I don't know who's here. I don't know who's talking to us.
You get a lot of comments.
I try to read the meaningful ones.
Well, folks, I'm going to have to say farewell as soon as we fix these lips. And I hope I made this more interesting. It was such a pleasure. This is a dream come true.
Oh, I was so happy that you were down. I was like, just join us.
Where is this picture?
Plus, I love bringing people together, so yay. Look at this. Claudia says, yeah, you have a good lip combo, Krisis. But seriously, I love how you got that lip to happen.
Layers, baby. And I got to use all my Katya makeup that I never get to use because it makes me look too severe on my show. But it's perfect for Lady Death.
Right? No, it really worked.
Now
Lady Death, do you have any Lady Death questions for Krisis?
Now, I don't know Lady Death probably as well as you, but I will try.
No.
Do you know what her actual name was before Lady Death?
Oh, no, I don't. And I've read so many versions of her origin because I started picking up Lady Death Origins, and then I started getting the coffin-bound Kickstarter comics, too. So I feel like I've read her origin so many times, but I don't. But I'm, like, totally name-blind to begin with. I'll be reading a comic for, like, years, and I'll be like, the pink one. Like, I truly do not know the names of any characters.
Oh, Carmen's Craft says Krisis looks gorgeous. I gotta say, the way the eyes are coming together, the Lady Death gorgeousness is shining through.
Yeah, I figured let's just get
those like little eyes. I wish I had bought in the white contacts, but I didn't. But that's okay.
Yeah. Now, have you ever watched the show Dragula?
Yeah, I have actually.
So Dragula is a drag show that's all drag, that's horror, filth, and glamour drag. It's on Shudder, which is the AMC horror streamer. Mm-hmm. And it's having like an all-star season right now, but they do a lot of drag that's this kind of drag, and that's like bloody guts and stuff, but then also glamorous. And one of the
Glamour.
contestants this year, Dahlia Black, did a Lady Death look on her original season. And Lady Death is like kind of niche. So people are like, it's just a white-faced devil lady. I'm like, no, that is Lady Death. If you know Lady Death comic books, she's doing Lady Death. All right, I think this may be the final look. Now I just have to go find.
I felt like Lady Death was hard because since she is just like pale, you know, it's mainly just like the actual shadows of her face that make it. It was not easy. I did get frustrated quite a bit.
Oh, Beau just broke out one of the Lady Death omnibuses.
Yeah.
Hold that up again. There we go.
I mean, she's got a hell of a costume, right?
Yeah, she does. Jewish Dragons. Hi, everyone. You all look great. Do you actually read Lady Death comics? If so, what would you recommend? So I openly admitted that I don't. Lady Crime, what would you recommend? Like if you could just pick one story for someone to get started with.
That's hard. I don't know where to start. Because I'm like, you could read Evil Ernie and then get her origin, like how it's hard. Oh, we changed shirts.
Yeah.
I wanted to end. I couldn't have my hoodie on. We need to give some kind of fantasy before we left. So with Lady Death, it's tricky because her 90s stuff, which is what made her iconic, it's kind of just turns into a series of like one-shots and miniseries. I do think if you read that first Lady Death that came after her appearance in Evil Ernie, and I think it's been a trade paperback like 100 times. It's one of those covers you've seen a million times with the sword in front of her. That's a really fun comic to read. And I'm actually working on a Lady Death guide, but I'm like, does anybody want that? Would anybody read a Lady Death guide? But maybe they would.
Yes.
But then there were two different series in the kind of like Avatar comics era in the 2000s and early 2010s. One that was just Lady Death and one that was Lady Death Origins. And I'm trying to remember which one I read, but it had like really lovely art. And it really was like a version of her origin that like, okay, it wasn't as extreme as the 90s stuff, but it was, it still felt very identifiably her. And then the modern stuff that's from the Coffin Comics Kickstarters, it's fun, but it's very much there to be more of a TNA book. And it's still by Brian Pulido. And I still respect that he's kept it alive and I own a lot of them, but it's kind of like, I feel like it kind of misses what was so great about her to begin with, was that it wasn't just a TNA comic book. Like she was powerful. And the more that it like leans into marketing her with like, it's the bare breasts cover, it's the, you know, like, I'm like, I just don't know. And it's his creation. So I can't begrudge him that. But in terms of what's really fun to read of Lady Death, I'm going through my database right now to see if I can find the listing.
Total non-stop action of Lady Death sounds good though.
The one from 2010 is the one that I really enjoyed. My comment on the one issue is, this is really strong. I love the artwork and colors, which are surprisingly subtle, but show moments of action to pop off the page. And this feels like a genuinely interesting story. Lady Death's psyche and power have been fractured since she's her own evil queen of hell, as well as one or more helpless peasants back on Earth. I'm definitely interested to learn more, even if a werewolf fight is a bit on the dull side. How could a werewolf fight be dull? I don't know. So I enjoy that 2010 series. Now, I think I look more like an erstwhile member of like Kiss, or like I'm unsuccessfully doing got Mick makeup than I do Lady Death. But we got there.
If we had the white wig, we would see it.
I know. I just think I have blonde.
You have this version of Lady Death blonde?
Oh, no, I mean, I have blonde wigs. But maybe a blonde wig will sell us the fantasy a little bit more before I have to go make that.
Yes, you could be this version of Lady Death.
Oh, there you go. Now, my head is unusually large, and so all my hair is already down, so this is not really going to work. But
no, I have a huge head and a lot of hair, so.
Hey there, sailor.
That's kind of happening.
All All right, that might be the best we can do. It is a little more Lady Death with blonde hair.
Yes.
I'm gonna make it bigger though.
It's so funny because like the blonde hair is like helping some of that contouring come out.
See, like my red is fighting to come out. I'm not a natural redhead. I wish, but.
And Beau's like, I need to play with my hair because now it's the time.
It's getting in my way when you don't brush it.
Yeah, it's just too short of a wig.
I like the shirt though.
Yeah, the shirt is great.
That is
Very like Vampire Lestat.
Yeah.
in my mind, that's what the shirt is. Which way was the front?
This stream has made me so happy.
Oh my god, my giant fucking head.
Yeah. Like I will do that.
Okay. There we go. This is my first official full drag appearance on the internet. Bag this #1 because one day it may be viable here on Clips Comics. Lady Prime, can we hold up the cover again to see if I got closer?
Yes.
You're also live on Aussieverse, FYI.
Oh, great. Well,
and on Lady Prime.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
It's working.
We got somewhere. See?
Okay, well, I've got to go serve lovely homemaker wearing this makeup and make some lovely, lovely chicken for the family. So I have been Krisis, and this is crazy. Cliff, thank you so much for sending me the StreamYard link. Lady Prime, it is such a pleasure. Thank you for being my Lady Death makeup coach. If I ever have the opportunity to come on again and talk femme fatales with you, Cliff, I will find some time in the day to do it, okay?
I will give you proper warning.
Yes.
so we can align the stars.
Yes.
Yeah. And Beau, you know how I feel about you, so I don't want to say a lot else about that.
Oh, you.
God, I'm now that I'm fully in the fantasy, I'm like almost saying words that I probably shouldn't say here. Because I'm like, I'm feeling this is,
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. It's really good.
You can tell when you started feeling it. Like you were like,
well, that's all, folks. Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure.
Sorry.
Keep having fun. Read some Lady Death comics, y'all.
yes.
Trans lives matter.
Always. See, that was a good send-off. A nice reminder. So, anyhow, all right, I guess we can wrap it up here because it's 11:30 for me. It's the middle of the day for Beau. It's 10:30 for Lady Prime.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God. Well, thank you everybody who joined us on various channels of YouTube and the internet and whatever we got going. I appreciate you. Lady Prime, thank you so much. I can't believe this is our first stream together.
I know. It's like I felt like I've known you.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like I've never met you at the same time. It was
I feel the same way. I'm like, okay, we're doing this. And then I was like, wait a second, we've never interacted before. You know? Plus we got people to come together. We got Vogs on here. We might have scared him away. And then we for his birthday. And then and of course Krisis Chris, always awesome. Beau, I too, I love you. Always a pleasure. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Read your comics, and I love you. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.